I'm just going to wait for one or two to come into the room. Hope you're all having a good day today. My live last night was cut and I couldn't access my YouTube channel, so I don't know what the fuck happened. So, I take it Rob ain't gonna come into the room today, threatening me. I wait for one or two more to come in before I get into it. So how are you all today? Nobody talking? So, Rob decided to come after a little old me. Little old me. I'm trying to give it a minute or two. I hope you're all well on this fine day. I'm a bit pissed. I'm really pissed off, to be honest with you. Really pissed off. Rob threatened me. Well, Rob, you little keyboard gangster. Hi, how are you? Yup. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say all is well, but it's okay. It's okay. Taking abuse from a hyped up fucking wannabe rubber gangster. You know? Joe Rob, he's one of these fucking people who claim to be OG. I'm gang, I'm this, I'm that. Then he rings the feds. Bitch. 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 You're breaking the rules, Rob. You're breaking your own rules, Rob. Hey, Bin Laden, how are you, buddy? How are you? Well, I tell you, Rob threatened me. He said he can't wait for me to be gone. Slut bitch ho. You want to hear the abuse that I took off him? What's he going to do? Get a flight over to Ireland, Dublin? That'd be the sorriest thing he ever done, because he don't know who my family is. And he almost stepped foot in fucking Ireland. Come for me and leave. He comes to Ireland, he won't be leaving Ireland. Trust me. I live in the Republic, so we'll just leave it there. No gangsters caught, exactly. You know what I mean? Claiming to be all gangland, gangster, and here he is on the phone to the fucking feds. If I was on the phone to the fucking cops over here, that's a fucking, I'd be killed. Do you know what I mean? He's a rubber gangster. He's a wannabe gangster. He's playing a role. He ain't no fucking OG. He's a bitch. He's a bitch. Calling the fucking feds, you rat, you grass, you fucking broke the golden rule. I've no respect for you. You're dirt. Your name is dirt now. Running to the feds like a little bitch. And coming for me? Coming for a little woman? A 5-foot woman coming for me? Go for the man! Coming for me? You fucking I'd probably end up ripping your fucking head off anyway, you little bitch. Here I am, Rob. Come in and give me some of your keyboard. He's probably on the keyboard with his big steroid fucking eyes popping out of his head. You know, shrunken balls. You know what I mean? It's always the big mouths. It's always the big mouths that are the little bitches when it comes to the real business. Do you know what I mean? When the fucking shots get fired, that bitch runs. And the quiet ones are the ones that stand there and take it. He is a wannabe. He is, and all these, and and he's getting his bitch to do all his work. Do you know what I mean? Threatening people's families, copy and pasting, fucking straight drops board onto Kanika. That's a total disrespect. You're disrespecting the whole Kanika Jenkins community. You're disrespecting the death of Kanika Jenkins. It is absolutely disgusting what you're doing. You're vile. You're vile. And you won't last long. You can't wait to get rid of me. You ain't getting rid of me. You will never get rid of me. Get that? You get that, bitch? You ain't getting rid of me. I'll always be here. You won't. Fucking clown. And the minute Society's Who Sent put that video up, you shut your mouth up and you start blaming Chosen like a little bitch. Oh, Chosen did them orders. We have to shut Chosen down. Deflecting blame. You are the worst of the worst. And you claim to run with gangs? If you ran with gangs, you'd be bitch slapped for your behaviour. Do you get what I'm saying? Don't claim to be part of something you are not. You ain't a gangster. You ain't a gangster. You broke all the golden rules, you little bitch. And coming for me? I mind my own business. I stay in my fucking lane. I don't talk about anybody. Right? I have a right to my opinion in the comment section, but I don't talk about anyone. I don't threaten anybody. Do you know what I'm saying? Exactly. And do you know what? Artist, do you know what? He didn't even make that call, because the Society's Who Sent made the call and the feds didn't hear of him. He's just, that goes to show you, he's fooling all his subs, just like Chosen. They are frauds. Rob is in with Zach. You seen him pouring the purple drink, little codeine head. Little codeine head, little stead head, little bitch. I am sorry for my behaviour. I am fucking pumped. When a grown man comes for me, threatens me, I'm going to speak out on it. You know, his behaviour is absolutely disgraceful. Plus, it's a new generation running these streets. Don't know. It is a new generation. It is a new generation, but they ain't running the streets. They work for higher up gangsters, you know. But it is a new generation. You're dead right, and they're totally out of control. Totally out of control. You know. I don't like my face being right in the camera, so I'll pull back a little bit. But yeah, Rob, you had a lot to say, didn't you? And then you deleted it. But I've screenshotted everything. Little bitch, deleting it after saying it. Something wrong with you? I don't know why people are following him and encouraging him. He's a grown man. If someone said jump in the fire, would you jump in the fire? People are encouraging him because they want entertainment. They want to be entertained. And what they are doing is they're taking the shine off Kanika Jenkins' case and making all this fucking fake beef to entertain people. Do you understand what I'm saying? Zach is making a movie regarding Kanika. Everybody is making money off Kanika's debt, right? You know what I'm saying? And another thing, there's no birth certificate, there's no death certificate in the name of Kanika Jenkins or Kanika Martin. Why? Why? Everybody has a birth certificate. And when you pass, my daughter passed, you get a death certificate. So what the fuck is really going on? And I don't want to bash Mama T, but I have some questions regarding shit. Like, why are you protecting Monifa, Shemaya, Irene, and the boys that set Kanika up? It's very obvious they set her up. So I don't know why they're being protected. I don't know why they haven't been checked already. I don't know why they're still coming on lives, laughing, joking. And do you notice that they've all changed? They all have money. They all look great now. They all look like Kanika, basically. Little Kanika wannabes. It's quite sad, to tell you the truth. Monifa hasn't showed one sign of remorse. That girl thinks this is all one big game. Giggling like a little kid in the corner. If I was over there, I'd fucking slap the shit out of her. I don't know how it hasn't happened already. Because she's in on it. I don't believe she's in on the death. But I do believe, sadly, I've come to the conclusion that maybe she could be in on some of the aftermath. 9 days after Kanika died, she put in for her inheritance from her father, which is probably €98,000 or dollars, right? 9 days after my daughter died, do you know where I was? I was upstairs in my bed, sobbing, on Valium, sleeping tablets and antidepressants. I couldn't get out of the bed. I just couldn't get out of the bed. Money was the last thing on my mind. The last thing on my mind. I couldn't get up and do my makeup. I didn't wear makeup for nearly 2 years. My eyes were consistently puffy. I cried a lot. But I know people deal with grief in different ways. But you have to ask yourself why this happened. Why did it happen? Like, you always have to take yourself back to the beginning. Sorry guys, I'm making a coffee. You know me, I love my fucking coffee. I should have did this before, but I was busy getting the kids off. They were off for a week. I got to holiday camp, thank God. I'm only messing. And sorry, I'll put that there while I do this. I apologise. I really want to get into this now about Teresa. I'm not bashing her. She lost her child, and that's pain. I understand, and I know. But given where she's from, this is my new house as well. See, Rob, this is how you do it. Rubber gangster. You do all the talking. Loose lips, sink ships, bitch. Anyway, back to Teresa. Rob just has my blood boiling. You know, he's not going to come for me. Do you get me? So, there's a few things that, but do you think she knows? Yes, of course she knows. I believe Teresa Martin knows exactly what happened to Kanika. I believe Teresa Martin, when she made her live saying, nobody hurt my baby, nobody set her up, I believe she knew then what had happened. I believe it happened on the 6th. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I believe it happened before that. And when Teresa was on the 911 call, she probably wasn't thinking, and she was looking at the ticket. She knew it was the 6th, but she was probably just looking at it and didn't think and went the 6th, the 9th. Do you know what I mean? I believe this did happen on the 6th. Do you know what I mean? If it happened on the 9th, there's no way they could have got all that editing done in 20 odd hours, maybe even less. Do you know what I mean? And what were they doing with her body for 4 hours? Because she wasn't frozen solid, for starters, because it takes a week to thaw a human body out in a refrigerated kind of morgue thing, and they have to do it really, really, really slowly. I looked into it. It takes a week for them to be able to do the autopsy and to remove the organs. So she wasn't frozen solid. That was bullshit. So the cops are in on this. The hotel is in on this. The gangs are in this. And now I believe Teresa knows exactly what happened to Kanika and is letting us all chase our tails. We want justice. We're the ones doing the work. We're the ones running around for the last 7 months trying to get justice for Kanika Jenkins. Teresa wants this to go away for some reason. I don't understand. Do you know what I mean? It's our daughter. If that was my daughter, I'd be the first one in the line leading all these groups. Do you know what I mean? If money was offered to me, I'd give them the middle finger. Do you know what I mean? This is your child. This is your blood. You carried her for 9 months in the womb. She was brutally fucking raped, beaten, murdered. Her nose was broke. Her fucking tooth was chipped. She was bruised off from top of her head to her toes. Do you know what I mean? If someone did that to my daughter, I wouldn't be here. I'd be in doing time because I'd fucking. Do you know what I mean? And that's that's me. That's what I'd go off the rails. Monifa and Shemaya and Irene wouldn't be breathing right now. And the fucking person who did it, woo. Do you know what I mean? I believe she knows exactly who did it. I believe, and the way, I didn't want to bash her. I'm not bashing her. I'm just talking. Do you know what I mean? I'm talking about the situation. I have to have a look at the chat. Sorry, you guys. Exactly, unless you allowed it. Putting them on the jail. Okay, she's guilty in a way. I do believe she's guilty in a way, and I'm only admitting it now because I am a mother who lost a child, and I just couldn't allow myself to believe that she had any dealings in the aftermath of Kanika's death. But money does strange things to certain people, sadly. You know? And Rob is associated with Zach because we seen them pouring their syrup. And they were talking about straight drop as well. So Rob is in with Zach. So when Rob was running with Chosen and Marco, they were all in with Zach. So and Zach admitted to being there and touching up on her but not killing her. I remember that Facebook post to use. So loose-lipped sink ships, or they are lying to make money off Kanika's death, to entertain people. There's no entertaining fucking me. A 19-year-old girl was murdered. And the newcomers that are coming along are looking at Rob, Chosen King. I don't know if Marco has a channel because I really don't pay attention to them. And they're getting fucking confused. Do you know what I mean? They actually believe in this Antonio Evans could be in the coffin and all this bullshit. And I'm like, I just can't tolerate them, you know, in the comment section. And they're trying to tell me who's on it from fucking the week it started, what happened, and telling me I'm wrong. Get the fuck out of here. Seriously, I'm sorry I'm a bit pumped up today. Rob just started getting on my tits. Seriously, he's a fucking clown. Claims to be a fucking gangster, claims to be an OG, and there he is on the phone to the feds. And then Society's 2 cents rang them because he said he rang them and gave all this information. She was under the impression that they already knew this information, and when she rang them, he shit himself and then dropped the blame on Chosen. That goes to show you, you little bitch, you ain't an OG. You don't know how to behave. You ain't following street codes. I'm not claiming to be anything either. I'm just saying if they're saying they're about that life, he ain't about that life. If he was about that life, he'd know. You don't fucking do that. You don't fucking ring the feds. Why was to ring the cops? I get fucking beaten. Do you know what I mean? My people, they wouldn't have that. Do you know what I mean? He's fucking fooling everyone, and when he comes on, he's all hyped up, full of steroids. Ugh, big fucking angry gorilla, always shouting down the phone. And you know that? Do you remember Straight Drop did a video, guys? Seriously, do you remember Straight Drop did a video where Lenora was being threatened take your hoodie off when you're going to collect the kids. That was Rob on the phone. That was Rob on the phone. Do you know what I mean? There's so many questions I have. Like, why isn't there a birth cert? Why isn't there a death certificate? And another thing, the hotel has treason in court for harassment because they were trying to set fire alarms off when Lenora and Teresa arrived at the hotel first, okay? And they were claiming to look for Kanika. Lenora tried to set a fire alarm off. Why the fuck was she doing that? Why was James Coleman there when Teresa said he was in work? Before she knew the 36 hours of footage was going to be released. Or did she? She claimed he was in work. He walked in there with a bag. He walked up to the desk and then a guy came out and they walked off. And then James Coleman walked back out of the hotel without the bag. What the fuck was in the bag? That's what I want to know. And another thing, when Teresa put something into her pocket, and the people who are on this case and know all the ins and outs of the case will know what I'm talking about, right? She put a picture up on Facebook of a watch, a belly button earring, and a bobbin, a scrunchie, a red scrunchie. When a person dies, the ME comes in, the forensic people come in, okay, in their booties and their protective clothing. They swab everything. They take all the little, see the pieces of hairs and all they take everything from the crime scene. They test under the fingernails for DNA. They do a full, you know what I mean, examination. None of that was done. None of that was done. Why? Why did they, none of that was done. Basically, the manager, who we seen on camera, walked in with the keys, because he had to open the freezer, because she was locked in there. And then you see a guard walking, a copper walking in, and then they all walked in. Why the fuck? Where was the forensics? The hair tie was dirty, but the one Teresa put up, did you see? There was one grey watch also, and then there was a black watch. There was one dirty hair tie and one clean hair tie. Why is there duplicates of what was in her belongings, and where was her ring? Where's her ring? Why ain't nobody talking about her ring? Because her ring wasn't on her finger. The ring she wore every single day was not on her finger. And why wasn't that in her belongings? There's so many questions I have now. Do you know what I mean? This case, I've looked at this case so a different day. I'm looking at this case totally different right now because I've totally different. And nobody gets their loved ones' belongings back so quick. They had to make it consistent. Yeah, but they fucked up with the watch. They fucked up big time with everything. The editing is ask ourselves is, right, it's very obvious the footage was edited, right? We're not stupid. Why wasn't it treated like a crime scene? Why is Zach TV on the scene the following day? I believe he was at the party. Allegedly, he was at the party. The boys he interviewed had the same clothes on. Did you? That's brilliant. Brilliant. So you're a photographer. So you know, like, this is like fucking, like, it's not major. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to do the editing that they did. Do you know what I mean? So they gave us the death pictures, knowing we were going to see signs of a struggle. Because Anne, she wasn't frozen solid either. She looked like she was asleep. She didn't even look dead. You know? My friend's father is a medical examiner over here. And I went up to have a chat with him over this case. And he was saying, and I showed him the pictures of Kanika. And he's like, she just died in the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I'm like, no, she was meant to be dead 21 hours. He said, no, she's not dead 21 hours. The eyes to be sealed tightly shut. A waxy complexion comes over the whole face. So they fucked up when they edited the face. Another thing, she had bruises on either side of her back. But now I'm questioning everything now. Right? Trees are protested at the hotel. I don't believe it. Yeah, she probably wasn't dead yet. She probably wasn't. I have a couple of theories in my head. Do you know what I mean? Maybe they found her. I have to put my phone on charge. Sorry, guys. Maybe they found her. Maybe they found her and she was still had a pulse and they went in to get the organs. Because she was not dead 21 hours. I showed the picture to an ME who does autopsies, who deals with dead bodies every day. He told me she looked asleep. Do you know what I mean? It's just mind-boggling. You know? Like, Teresa lost one son, then she lost her daughter, and then Jay Money was set up by his bitch. Why is everyone around Teresa dropping like flies? What's going on? Do you know what I mean? Like, we all know the hotel is into the organ business and more. They do illegal operations. They do illegal abortions in there, from what I heard from my sources. Everything was, the photos look staged. Like, I'm asking myself, why did they give us all this? Why did they give us the 36 hours of footage, right? Why did they give us the death scene pictures, knowing other law enforcement and other professionals in the field were going to look at this and spot all this, and there was going to be a big uproar over it? So why did they give us all that? That's what I'm questioning right now. Why did they give us all that? Do you know what I mean? And another thing, do you know what Lenora requested at Kanika Jenkins' funeral? Nobody put R.I.P. Nobody write R.I.P. Why? Why? No, the last thing Teresa said to her daughter, peace out. And why are they R.I.P.ing Kanika? You know? A lot of people are making a lot of money off this. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people are making a lot of money off this. Lifting the veil. You're dead right, sweetheart. You're dead right. A lot of people are making a lot of money off this. What's Kanika's, like, Obviously, she had a Facebook. Obviously, she existed. We all seen her. You know? What happened to her? Where is she? Is she dead? I you know, do you know what I mean? I'm questioning everything that I believed. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I don't believe that she's dead. I'm just questioning everything right now. I am questioning everything. Do you know what I mean? All of a sudden, Teresa has a brand new car. Everybody has brand new waves, nice clothes, and they look like fucking ratchet fucking hood rats before that. Now, I came from poverty myself, so I'm not looking down on anyone because I came from that kind of life. I'm about that kind of life, but I've changed in certain ways. You know, in Ireland, in Dublin, it's different. We come from council estates, not projects. You know, when one's child dies, how did she come into that money? Like, because she didn't get the money from her court case. Do you know what I mean? And when that court case goes on, I'd love to see what name, you know, I can't wait to see this death certificate and birth certificate because you need proof of death, you know. And why didn't Lenora want RIP written at Kanika's funeral? That boggles me, my mind, you know. This whole case is just, do you know what I mean? Somebody was murdered in the Crown Plaza Hotel. They call her Kanika Jenkins. Kanika Martin. She did exist. There was a dead body in the freezer. There was somebody attacked in the hallways. We can clearly see it in the footage. Or is that what they want us to see? I'm questioning everything right now. You know, Kanika, I get, like, my heart and soul went into this case, you know, and then I really had to kind of pull myself back and really think about things and go back in again. You know, I have people emailing me trying to put different narratives in front of me, and I'm just, I have my own mind, you know. I have my own mind. But I just don't get it, you know. Like, you clearly see, like, she was attacked in the hallway, and then you see a man standing behind her, walking her, you know, walking behind her, walking her through. You see her going through the kitchen, and then do you remember that? Do you remember the news, the video in the news? You see these two shadows, a girl with a long ponytail and a dude. Do you know what I mean? So maybe, like, I don't know why, like, there's no death certificate or birth certificate. That's what's making me kind of think. Do you know what I mean? And do you know what I mean? And Teresa says she has a gag order on her. But the hotel is taking Teresa to court for the behaviour in the hotel and for Lenora trying to set a fire alarm off. Why was Lenora trying to set a fire alarm off? She was looking for her sister. You know? That has me questioning that as well, you know. And then Teresa said she had 2 donation pages, you know, and maybe, like, you know, she needed help at the funeral. That's fair enough. And then she said to people, you know, at Kanika's funeral, you'll find me there if you want to give me the donation yourself. You know, so why was she thinking about money? Because when my daughter died, I wasn't thinking about people giving me money. You know, money was the last thing on my mind, and money seems to be the first thing on everyone else's mind. And P. Rico, P. Rico, how is he getting away? He's living there. That's where he lives. How is he getting away with talking so much? He's talking too much. Do you know what I mean? And nothing's happening to him. Do you know what I mean? Like informants, right, for example, they get arrested. Him and Monifa got arrested. Him and Monifa were the only two who got arrested at the protests. There's something fishy about him. I just can't put my finger on it. And I'm being honest. There is something fishy about him. I just can't put my finger on it right yet. Or I'm not ready to say. You know, this whole case is really like, I could be wrong. You know, I could be really wrong. I could be wrong. But I could be right. Forced off super feminine, LOL. I like you. And I just don't understand how people are making so much money off the death of a 19-year-old girl. And that girl suffered a fucking horrific death. A horrific death. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know why Teresa isn't questioning them little fucking bitches who set her up. I don't know why she's defending them. And at her birthday party, Bree was there, standing beside this big cardboard cutout of Kanika with her hand over her mouth. What's all this bollocks with her hand over their mouth? Do you know what I mean? We're not talking. Do you know what I mean? We all know what it means. Thank you. We all know what it means, but this is one big are they putting on a show? You know what I mean? Every time Monifa goes live, you know what I mean? When Monifa goes live, I don't watch Monifa. I have no time for that little fucking ratchet thing. And when people put her live on YouTube, they are making her relevant where she's not relevant. People shouldn't be posting Monifa's lives. Fuck Monifa and her life. Because all she does in them is giggle and act like a little, oh, look at me, and me new hair, and me new this, and me new that. Do you know what I mean? She's brazen. She's rubbing it in people's faces. Like, look, I got money for whatever part I played in what happened in that hotel. They're just showing the hood that they're not going to snitch. Yeah, I know that. But Teresa's party. It was Teresa's party, so you know what I mean? I know Teresa's about that life. But it's her daughter, and she's asking us for help. She's the one who came to us. We didn't go to her. She came to us and asked us for our help. You know, we didn't just jump on this. She asked us for our help. So we did. You know what I mean? We did help. Do you know what I mean? Everybody was going through the 36-hour footage. Everybody was going through screenshots. Everybody, do you know what I mean, had sleepless nights, do you know what I mean, over her daughter, Kanika. Do you know what I mean? They didn't expect us to go this hard. Exactly. It's that blown up. Do you know what I mean? That hotel's reputation is gone. And there's one good thing that came out of this. A big light is after being shone on August harvesting, which is fantastic. And did you see the fella walking out of the hotel with the blue cooler thing that they put organs in? Do you know what I mean? So, like, and she wasn't dead that amount of time. They held her there. They held her there for a reason. Do you know what I mean? She wasn't dead 21 hours. Not a hope. Google it yourself, guys, if you don't take my word for it. There's a death chart. What a body should look like a half an hour after death, an hour after death, 2 hours the stages the body goes through after death. And I'm telling you now, that girl wasn't dead. She must have been dead a half an hour. The time gaps explain the surgery way. And what were they doing for 4 hours? What? Taking all her organs out? You know what I mean? Her mother knows all about this, and she's asking us for help consistently. You know what I mean? What she want us to do? Run around after her, chasing her old tails while she sits back and watches? What's she doing? I'm sorry that I'm getting angry and frustrated, but her actions are making me angry and frustrated. Getting all the people making calls. Exactly. But, you know what I mean? The organ team, she knows what happened. So why is she asking us for help? Do you get what I'm saying? Her name isn't on one petition. I don't get it. It's her daughter. What's going on, really? What's really going on? You know what I'm fucking I hate making this video. I hate having to say this. People are probably going to throw a load of abuse at me, but I have to speak my mind. You know? That's who I am. My heart is truly broke. Do you know what I mean? Over this case. Do you know what I mean? I don't think we're ever going to find out exactly what happened. But we're going to, like, Zach TV is making a fucking video. A video? Why are you making a video, Zach? Why are you making a movie? Why are you making money? Money. That's what you, little dollar signs in his eyes. You know? And Rob, you coming for me, bitch? Coming for me, bitch. Little rubber gangster. Little wannabe. Do you know what I mean? Who rings the feds? Who the fuck, if they're about that kind of life, rings the fucking feds? And then he tries to bully me? Rob, you won't bully me. I'm not intimidated by you. I'm going nowhere. I hope someone speaks up as well. I do. I really do. This girl deserves to rest. And do you know who should speak up? Her mother. You know, maybe when Teresa moves out of Chicago when she gets her few bob, maybe then, or, you know, her life could be at risk. She could get shot. See the way I'm swaying? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not 100, like, I have questions, but I sympathise with her at the same time. I'm caught between a rock and a hard place, if you get me. There's so many questions. Or if her cancer comes back. Teresa claimed that she had surgery the day before Kanika went to Irene's party. But then Lenora posted a post in 2016 or 17 saying her mother was cancer free. And if she went through chemotherapy, how had she got blonde permed hair? Because after chemotherapy, you're not meant to bleach or perm your hair, and it doesn't grow back that fast. So there's questions, and I'm confused. Do you know what I mean? I'm confused. Or if the cancer comes back. If the cancer didn't come back, never did the therapy probably. Yeah. Maybe she didn't. Maybe she had radiotherapy. You see, I'm just asking questions. I'm not bashing her. I'm just confused. Do you know what I mean? Myself. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand how there's no birth certificate or death certificate. I really don't. And she's asking us for help. And then she had Brie at the party. We all know, like, they all set her Kanika up. You know? I know my title was Rob, this is for you. And I said what I needed to say to Rob, but now I'm just having a ramble, you know, my mind, I'm just going with the flow, basically. You know. The artist, what do you think? You're very handsome. What do you think? You know, what do you think about all this? Oh, my head's gone, to be honest. Sick of having the phone right up to my face all the time. What am I doing? Where did that come from? You know? So, oh, sorry. Jesus, sorry. Whoa. Is that a knocker's face? I didn't mean to put them so in your face. I apologise. Don't know what to think. Don't know what to think. I'm just trying to do the math, like myself, you know. And again, I know it sounds like I'm bashing Teresa, but I'm not. I'm just. These are questions that have been in my mind that I didn't want to say because I know she lost her daughter and I know she's hurting and she's probably under threat by the gangs in Chicago, and they kind of run the hood, and we all know that. Over here we don't call it the hood, but I'm trying to, you know, say it in a way where I get my point across to you guys, where you understand it, you know. But I just don't get it, you know. There's just so many questions I have, you know, and so you don't get your loved one's personal belongings back so quick. So it was either a fuck up on the police's, what you call them, police officers. Do you know what I mean? This whole thing was just too it just didn't they didn't follow the proper guidelines, you know. There's too many questions and there's no answers. Do you know what I mean? And by people giving Monifa, Shemaya and Irene time on their platforms or channels, yous are making them relevant. You know that, don't yous? Yous are making them relevant. Yous, guys, whoever. Like, I'm not saying, you know what I mean? I think the industry is tied to it. Definitely. You know what I mean? The Crown Plaza Hotel is a chain of hotels. Why would they ruin a multi-million-dollar chain of hotels, reputation, for a few kids having a party and a death happening in the hotel, right? The footage is edited to bits, right? If they really wanted it, they could have edited Kanika leaving the hotel, and that would have cut the ties with the hotel, right? And her body could, you know, they could have disposed of the body, and that's them out of the picture. Do you know what I'm saying? So why did they place her in the freezer? You know what I mean? They know, do you know what I mean? Arthur Rackburn was done for organ harvesting. You know what I mean? Just like 5 minutes away from that hotel. And the owner of the hotel, by the way, was caught in a scandal. It's called the Black, what was it called? The Black something it was called, right? The owner of the hotel, Data himself, was caught, right? Harvesting organs and stuff like that. And he took a plea deal and he bought his way out of it, right? And all that information, he got paid to have all of that information wiped off the internet. right? Now, we all know he was appointed ambassador to Israel by Trump, right? I believe the organ harvesting is a multi-billion-dollar organization. I believe it's been going on years. People just haven't been talking about it. I believe that hotel is in how the government is involved. I believe, all the higher up, the elites are involved. Do you know what I mean? If your loved one died and you had millions, would you not buy them a kidney? Because I would. Sorry, I'm just being frank. I would. But I wouldn't want somebody to die over it. You know what I mean? I don't. You know what I mean? People, you can live with one kidney, like, oh yeah, since the beginning of time. Exactly. And only now, like, people are starting to talk about it. This Kanika's death is not in vain. It's not in vain. You know what I mean? She has shed light on the August and Harvest, and she has put a big spotlight on that hotel. Do you know what I mean? She has put a spotlight on every money-hungry bastard around her. Do you know what I mean? That Monique laughing at the funeral. If I was Teresa, I would have slapped the shit out of her for laughing at my daughter's funeral. But Teresa was probably like, because